South African president says the ruling party has resolved that the country should quit the International Criminal Court.
The ICC has made a statement in that regard. And as you well know, we are due to host, as South Africa, the next BRICS summit in August of this year. And the BRICS summit is often attended by the heads of state as well as ministers and a number of other officials. And in our case, as South Africa, we have tended to have what we call an outreach program where we invite a number of other countries to be part of this. And in our experience, we've often wanted Africa to be part of the BRICS summit. So yes, indeed, having heard what the ICC has said in relation to President Putin, that matter is under consideration and discussion. And I've often said when I'm asked this that when the matter is finalized, we will be able to tell everyone, and hopefully including yourself.
The statement made alongside the Finnish leader, which recently became a NATO member, comes in the backdrop of the upcoming BRICS summit in South Africa later this year. Russian President Vladimir Putin is also invited for the summit, but the International Criminal Court's recent arrest warrant against the Russian president complicates things for Pretoria. The ICC issued an arrest warrant for Putin on March 17th, alleging that Russia's forcible deportation of Ukrainian children amounted to a war crime. Given South Africa's membership of the ICC, the country will be expected to arrest Putin as he enters the territory. But the ruling ANC party seems determined to have Putin's presence at the summit. The African National Congress Party has historic ties with Russia as Moscow supported its struggle against apartheid. So while choosing between Russia and the International Criminal Court, the ruling party seems to have made a choice in Moscow. A day earlier, the Kremlin said that President Vladimir Putin would decide whether to attend the BRICS summit closer to the time. For more on this, we were earlier joined by our correspondent, Kalden Ongmu from Johannesburg.
I don't think this comes as a surprise to South Africans itself, because ANC as well as some of the senior government officials have been hinting on withdrawal of ICC. And if that happens and government were to make a final decision of quitting from the ICC, this will be the second time South Africa will be attempting to do that. Now, if you remember in 2015, when South Africa failed to arrest Sudanese President Omar al-Bashir, that time as well, it got a lot of criticism from international counterparts, saying that South Africa is not following the rules and the laws of the ICC. What did South Africa do then? They went to the court. They said, we want to quit from the ICC. But the Gauteng High Court here in South Africa said that this decision by the South African government would be unconstitutional. So in 2017, again, South Africa revoked the decision and said, no, we will stay put in the ICC. But that brought a lot of criticism, not just from the international counterparts, but also some of the opposition parties from South Africa.